3 years ago, during the RLCS X, an unknown team by the name of Space Knights would try and qualify for the Fall Regional. The team, comprised of Seiko, a future world champion, Gaspo, a future member of Pulse Clan, and finally, the mysterious Azu. Azu had played in tournaments before, but today was different. As the story goes, due to some scheduling conflicts, Azu was unfortunately not able to play the day of the qualifier. So in place of him, another unregistered player would have to play. That player was Zen.
Zen 1v1 debut. Probably the most hyped player right now, partly because of his ban, his 1-year ban from RLCS. Now he's making a one's appearance against a very proven top tier player worldwide in Raziers. I'm very excited to see how he's going to do. Now the counter attack. Another boom to the top corner, but Zen's reacted well to it. Zen caught Raziers, tripped him. Raziers immediately reacted by half flipping to recover. But he's just not got the boost to survive. Who is this Zen? He's a player that is going to be very, very talked about in the coming weeks and months. He is a signed player for Vitality, and it's expected that he will be joining 2 of the current 3 Vitality players for the spring split. Zen just holding boost that entire time, knowing that there's another 100 for him to grab. Didn't want to lose speed at all, and that's a much more calculated dunk this time. Zen proven to be pretty unstoppable. Why is the back wall often a risky position to take as a defender when somebody's air dribbling at you? It's because you don't have as much control. Oh, look at the placement. Into overtime we go. Will it be Zen's or will it be game 5? He charges in, as we've come to expect from him, and finishes it in 11 seconds. I don't think it was planned. For once, the freestylers might be right. That probably wasn't plan A. Until you tried it. That was probably the one time on my stream that it looked like the plan B. Oh my days! Zen actually hits that. Inverse output does sound like the fastest matchup that is possible in the world of Rocket League right now. Oh! Zen's pogoed him. Efficient takeoff for Zen. Oh my word, what a free flip! It was a draw. Oh, that's great from Zen. That's actually ridiculous. Reset for Zen. And an undefendable shot. Zen, who'd played defensively for most of this game, has switched things up on him, and he doubles in a lead. You know, we could just feed him player after player after player. He has now conquered top tier competition from all the major ones regions. I think it's time for the final boss.
Generational prodigies come far and few between, but every great prodigy needs an even better rival.
Rawas and Zen, 2 of the greatest ones talents that the world has ever seen, from 2 of the greatest 1v1 nations the world has ever seen. Saudi Arabia and France have clashed in ones famously many times throughout the years, with legends like Fairy Peak, Khaled, TRK, Moxie taken to the field. But a new rivalry is born today. This is chapter 1 of a rivalry I could see living for a long, long time. Rawas has a chance to make history, be the first player to beat Zen, the undefeated. And Zen has a chance to make history, being the fastest rise from new 1v1 player to world #1 in a way that we've never seen before. Now, Rawas is the best defender that Zen has ever played against. I think personally Rawas has the best defense in the world. He's going to be tested in a way today that he's never been tested before, though. Zen's offense is up there, maybe the best in the world. To think that it could be possible that Rawas will start to get a read on Zen's offense. For me, I think that's, right now it's unimaginable to think that. Ruas with the first big chance to get on the board. It's a ground shot pretty straight at Zen. He's not expecting that to go in, but he's forcing a bad save there and follows up with the first goal of the game for him. This is what's so impressive to me about Zen. He's up against one of the smartest 1v1 players we've ever seen, and he doesn't look like he's outmatched strategically. Zen is matching him for every play on the ball. He is not making any mistakes. And now he flicks a fourth top corner. Ruas thought he had it covered. Ruas now looking to save a flip reset side on, but he has no chance. Zen just puts it straight past him. Will he go off the ceiling for this? Yes, he will. Confident. Aerial play from Ruas. And the pinch, oh my goodness! Well, that's just as good as anything we've seen from Zen. A 2-game advantage for Zen. He is just 2 games away from being the undisputed #1 in the world, only 12 matches into his 1v1 career. Perfect timing by Ruas. Zen quickly up into the air. Ruas just demos him. What? How has Ruas scored here? You can see that he's just constantly thinking off the threat that any Zen attack poses. Now Ruas asserts his authority. That's huge. He is sick of being on the back foot. He's sick of watching Zen score in his net. Again, he mixes in an early challenge, and it's one that Zen didn't spot. Zen with the first player game 4. Ruas fakes a challenge off the wall. Zen perfectly top corners the shot past him. Zen definitely has the edge when it comes to flip resets. Oh, wow. He went for another air dribble bump, but Ruas wrapped himself around it, dodges into the ball, and he comes away with possession. That is a crazy save and a monster of a flick on the counter-attack. It is going to be a nightmare for Zen. Ruas is in the zone right now. Still, comfortable favorite to win. Oh, he just dribbles past him effortlessly. Zen so desperate to get back into attack. Delayed kick off by Ruas and a messed up wave dash. Well, it's Zen's game to lose now. And he doesn't. Ruas able to adapt. Now he's into the air another time. Another bump looking good. Ruas up by 4. Low shot after the high fake. Gets it in just in time. Ruas again pre-jumps. This time Zen's through though. Ruas is stopping him occasionally, but the output is sufficient. Oh, he stripped it past him though. Zen went for the risky play. He lost the kickoff, and he tried to dive, surprising Ruas. Ruas saw it coming. Great read by Ruas. Ruas flips away. He will make a save, and now Zen can take the ball wherever he wants. Decides top corner. Zen is going to be so annoyed by these saves from Ruas. The net's briefly open, but I don't think it's going to be open long enough. Zen disagrees, and he finds out, to his dismay, that Ruas's recovery is good. Ruas surviving here. He's doing what he does best. He's had almost no boost for such a long time, but he continues to generate clears, and he defends his back corner boost. That could be game and the series and world #1 for Ruas. The streak has ended. Ruas is the man to do it.
Zen forward to Alpha 54, who puts it out wide to Radosin. All 3 players from Vitality involved in this one. Alpha just wants to get that one to the back. Zen in the end.
They had Sizen on the roster. And that brings me to another point that I wanted to ask you about, but we'll go back to that later. Is Alpha 54 knocks us all up right at halftime?
There's going to be no time at all to go back to any point, Subi. The rate that these guys are scoring goals.
Everyone on the desk was talking about Zen.
For sure.
You know, we're all looking forward to him, and Alpha 54 catches Vatira sleeping.
Alpha might be able to give Vitality back their lead straight away. It's saved by Exotic, who not only gets himself behind the ball, Subi, sends it high, sends it safe. Here's Zen, and he gets the double tap. He's awake, he's online. It's 2-1 Vitality.
And honestly, they're playing great defense. They haven't allowed too many crazy shots as Zen gets the flip reset. Zen gets a goal.
Making something out of nothing, but Liquid keep it at nothing.
Yeah, Radosin, I mean, smartly, wisely, doesn't matter because Alpha 54 takes the pass from Zen.
They find themselves in the right place. They take the most of every bit of space they get.
5 without an answer. Zen looking to be the answer.
Zen again, though, he really has stepped up this game. He's moving pretty quickly, showing it. Oh my goodness, he's uncontainable. That save on a low 50 is massive for Team Liquid. Zen's
No way. No way.
And it's in for Zen.
It's different today. It's Alpha and Zen, and Radosin can sit back. You gotta be kidding with these mechanics.
Tough touch there from Exotic. Here comes Zen.
Matira's got to go.
Big, but he gets bumped out of the way.
Kachi is trying to keep this one in play. Matira's not there.
No, he's still up.
Zen's still up. Oh my goodness, Zen! How does he do it?
That's what we're gonna do. Let's keep it going, baby. Let's play game 3. Here's Zen. He's got an air dribble. Why not start things off like that?
Vitality gets a huge 50-50. Alpha has to make a big touch. Down to Zen. 50-50. And Exotic's in trouble. This will be it. You betcha.
Redostin doesn't have anybody up in support, but here comes Alpha. Rises in net, and it's got in!
Actually just falls into the center. Zen, he gets a demo benefit in, and Zen puts it away. Turning into legends of the game already, as Zen, he fakes out one. He's found another, just low 15 his way through. My word. It's easy.
Zen with the flip reset. And there's the shot as well. And the dunk on the goal line.
Don't change anything, just keep doing what you're doing. It's kind of working. Oh, wait a minute, and there's Zen yet again.
CRR to raise bull to CRR. It was beautiful. ADG off the post. Nobody's around.
Oh,
and it's a breakaway chance. Zen wide open. There it goes. Vitality.
To clear. It's a long shot. It's Monkey Moon. Tips it high. It goes straight in. Of course it's Zen.
He can stay with it. Zen! 3 ball for Zen for the win!
This is David versus Goliath. With implications that would rock our world. The mysterious challengers. Rule 1 is more confident than ever, but Goliath looms tall to block out the sun. Neither team can afford to lose here.
We're underway.
We don't get a timeout. Rule 1 continue on. And into game 3 we go.
We'll come back to bite him. But Kalir's taking off the kickoff. Was looking towards the stealing touch. Almost a double tap to open up proceedings. Zen burning all of his boost to keep this one moving. Reset, juggle, almost inside, but not quite enough. The demo does hurt, but it won't kill Rule 1 here. That touch will. Bounces off the crossbar.
All the way down the other side, but nobody's waiting. But it's the opposite story. Zen, high flying in the air, receives every single clear from Vitality.
Alpha has Zen on the wing, taking it on his own. There's the commit. Redostin fights through the challenge, and Zen pops it high. Redostin will play it towards the side. Vitality still swinging through.
Good carry, and regardless of all this pressure, Rule 1 could still hold their heads high. They remained scoreless, kept Vitality scoreless, and with 1 second remaining, it hits the ground. Back into OT we go.
We're stealing boost. If you're Vitality, Rule 1 aren't going to have a lot to fall back on.
Another booming clear. Kalir's doesn't hold on to it, and you don't blame them. There's barely any boost to go around. That's a good 50-50 though. Redostin, first save in quite some time. Rule 1 might be facing a Vitality on match point. If they lose this, this feels like a must win, or else everything is stacked against you, and that could end it. Boston not on target, crossbar and out.
And the last thing you want to do here if you're Rule 1 is leave them off the play. Here comes Rulas. Zen will find the denial.
Austin, it's a scary read, wants to keep it to himself. Redostin just applying pressure. Neither team wants to take the risky opportunity. So much at stake. The lower bracket. This is an elimination series in Boston. Huge base, but it's dive and saved by Rule 1.
The double commit causes panic. Zen must be Alpha. Connection looked cool, but it wasn't enough for the moment. Kalir's will escape. The time is now for him to start contributing. Rulas carrying, looking for Kalir's the backflip to the midfield. And they'll try to hold on to possession here, but it gives it right back to Alpha. He's got Redostin in center box.
Wow, what a
Boston
read.
has to jump up and make that read.
It does look like Rule 1 are adapting, understanding where Vitality wants to go with this ball. It's another pre-jump from Kalir's, and he is going to get a touch on that. Huge indication as to where Rule 1 stand. Alpha bumped out the way again. No matter who you're sending forward, it doesn't look like they can break through.
Vitality has had shot after shot. 16 for Vitality, 12 for Rule 1. It feels like it, and Mostic will have that easily saved.
That's a double commit from Team Vitality. The first time we're seeing them stuck on defense, getting starved out. And another one. Zen has it read. Not the best bounce. Free shot saved by Alpha.
A whole extra game of Rocket League, and they didn't even take a timeout. They're feeling it, but so is Redostin. Zen, 6 shots, no goals, 7 saves to his name. Keeping Vitality in this still. No goal score. No bump on the goal line. Alpha in a 1v1.
This could be it.
Has
This could be it.
For days. Has gets the bump and rolls forward, but another huge save. Boston, the only one up for Rule 1. Numbers fly back yet again. Zen is trying to get over the lone defender, but the safety
Look at the
pulls
read.
back and wait, and it's constant reads from Rule 1. Neither team wants to overcommit, and you can't blame them. They have to play the 2-on-2.
No.
Alpha
Oh,
just has to
no.
play with his food, slowing it down yet again. We've seen this shot and attempt time and time again from Vitality, from the ceiling, putting it over the door, but another huge save.
23 saves for Rule 1. This is ridiculous. It's Zen's rookie season, his first RLCS land, and Vitality still scoreless. Slippery stick. Clears almost ended it, but we're still moving on. Boston off the post. Nothing can break through. 24 saves now out of Rule 1. That is a land record for a team. Can they keep the story moving? Can they keep it pushing if you're Rule 1? Or will Vitality have the weapon that's needed?
Zen has a lot to work with here, but misreads it.
Oh, there's an
and leaves
option.
it.
Left
Clears.
He wants
the
the
center
bump.
box. They're looking for the bump.
Everybody's pulling back. Both teams are so safe in this situation. They don't even want to risk the outlet pass.
It feels like a roll call with almost acrobatics and dangerous ones at that. Double commit that clears it
The
away.
boost is gone.
Vitality are still up. They can absolutely do it here. Alpha from the ceiling wins at 50 to Zen. Zen gonna catch this one and try to dribble around. You have numbers in front. It's clears. Mawson will follow his own number. Here comes Vitality, but they can't break through. Rawas had to rotate out slowly. He was so far out of the play.
Over to Rawas.
Maybe it does pay off.
that's
Hold on. It's a breakaway chance.
One
To the
shot.
corner.
What
Off the
opportunity.
backboard. Here comes Rawas. But Alpha, yet again, an easy read. Vitality.
Oh, no.
Are you kidding? Towards the backboard. We play on.
This OT just doesn't know when to quit, and neither do these teams.
Do we break 30 saves? Do Rule 1, find one goal. Are you kidding? Top left slot.
That's
This
it.
ball is sent into Fenway, and Vitality, a 3-0 lead.
With only 3 European teams remaining at the Boston Spring Major, the North American crowd really didn't have a horse in the race. But after a nail-biting series with K-Corp, Vitality's coach and longtime vet Farah had this to say to Aegianis Arena.
Team BDS in the grand finals, you not only have to beat them once, but twice in a row. Give me quick thoughts on it.
Yeah, it's not gonna be easy. And on that, I'm gonna need you guys. Because you know, like we're pretty tired right now, to be honest. Like the series have been pretty long. And I know you guys have been cheering for BDS. So I'll give that one after the, bracket reset. But, for the first series, I want you guys to have, a great experience, but I want us to have a great experience. Root for us. And in exchange, I will trade my Vitality flag against an NA flag if anyone has it right now. If anyone has one right now, or any sign, I will trade it, and I will wear it, walk out on stage if you guys cheer for us for the first series, just to help us get the bracket result. And then you guys can do whatever you want.
He's got the NA sign as well. NA on top. He's the showman.
Boston, for the last time, our stage is set. From a field of 16 teams, we've narrowed it down to our Elite 2. Only one team can stand alone and raise that trophy. It's time to crown our last major champion of the season. On one side, the reigning champs are long overdue for a return to glory. But France's new heroes of the Swarm have Boston buzzing. Your main event is finally here. Team BDS, Team Vitality, fire up and let's roll!
2 teams, 2 countries, one ever important trophy. I am Stumpy, with the greatest honor of my life to be alongside Cole, here in Boston for one of the greatest, most monumental series we will ever see.
Chance now for Alf to fake out one, does go low, but Win again, the man in defense, making sure to allow Zen in! 20 seconds have gone, has been BDS pushing, Seiko to shoot, it's long, it's good!
Zen keeps it alive yet again. Rise now does take to the skies, but Radosin beats his opponent.
Final 20 seconds, counts down, Vitality in this game 3 has still got the lead, it's gonna be another!
As far as I can tell, he'd misread it. He has to get back and read it correctly. Team BDS has just upped their pace a little bit, and lovely fakes like that from Rise. It's what he does almost best in the world. He gets it. There you go. Take us back for the bracket reset. We're 10 seconds off now.
Final 5 opportunities, another save for Vitality. It's a long shot, it's on target. It's a bracket reset.
Zen so far away from the opponent's goal, but that never stops him at the pace that he has. A flip reset, a free flip. Rise is there. Rise is done, and Zen is amazing. Zen's on the side. Radosin's waiting in the wings. Radosin, can he put this one on target? Oh, Zen bombs. Radosin falls. Radosin stinks.
Round the side of one, but the double commit from Vitality. And sees more and more challenges. BDS now looking big, looking open. As open as the net! Over and over again we've seen BDS shoot. They've had great chances too. BDS not able to break them down. Over Alpha to the ceiling!
BDS still unable to clear their lines. All of them have never won an RLCS major before. Alpha! Radosin's touch was almost weak. It was floaty, but he made something from it. Turned it into
The bracket reset was just a dream a few hours ago. Vitality secured it. The 10 seconds ticks down. The crowd erupts. The numbers fly from their mouths.